Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Mole Trap here, coming at ya. This is a game from the Pro League, and I am very excited about this game. I am really stoked about this game. I was sitting in the IRC channel for SC2GG the other day. Pro League was on, and it was the middle of the set between CJ and KTF, and I was like, and they were getting to, well, I'm gonna have to spoil how many games there were. They were getting to the ace match, and I was like, oh man, wouldn't that be awesome if Flash played Effort? And they're like, someone was like, I think it was Weems, or someone was like, dude, it already happened. I was like, really? Yeah, it already happened. So I don't know what the result of this game, but this is the first game of the set between KT and CJ, and this is a preview of the OSL finals going on later this week. This is going to be awesome. This is Flash versus Effort. These two guys are playing in the Korean Air OSL finals on Friday night, well, PST. It's Saturday afternoon Korean, basically. And so we get to actually have a preview of how these guys are going to be able to pit up against each other. They haven't really played in a while. I'm actually screen capping this right off YouTube, so unfortunately I can't look up stats in the background while it's recording. In order to get the game going here, but yeah, this is gonna be totally sweet. I cannot wait to see what happens here, because you know this is gonna, and it's a preview, but it doesn't always go the way that it happens in the Pro League either, because you had, for instance, Flash and Fantasy played, and you know, Fantasy beat Jaedong. I'm not Flash and Fantasy. Jaedong and Fantasy played a couple seasons ago or whatever it was, and Fantasy beat Jaedong in the Pro League finals, but Jaedong beat Fantasy in the actual OSL finals. So you know, but anyway, it's good to see you know, how well they're matched up. If Effort is going to be a match for Flash at all, and it sounds like the volume's a little low, so I'm just gonna switch over to my video recording program. Turn up the volume a little bit there. Sorry about that. This is the program I Show You, by the way. I Show You, in case someone cares. Okay, back to the game. People are always asking me what program to use for video recording and stuff like that, and I'm like, do you have Windows? They're like, yeah. Then I'm like, I have no idea. But if you're using a Mac and you want video recording, I Show You is the best one I've come across so far. Anyway, Flash, by the way, is in the bottom right-hand corner. He's the teal Terran. And Effort is the red Zerg, in case you didn't know. And we're just seeing a pretty normal stuff going on here. Flash, oh, I was going to say, he's gone one racks in a command center, pretty standard play for him. It's interesting, he's actually using his command center to block that choke, and I guess he's decided that he's scouted it with his SCV, and he's seen that there's not really much of a threat going on, so he's actually going to move those Marines out and try and kill some Overlords with them. Oh, never mind, he's actually got a bunker going down next to that base. I think he has a pool down. No, I'm sure I saw a pool earlier, so there's going to be Zerglings coming out pretty soon here. But he's actually got a bunker building next to that hatchery, and he actually put his third base there, so it's a... And the bunker finishes, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Finally, some Zerglings coming out for Effort. He's going to be pushing out there, but 2 more Marines are on the way. He's going to have 4 Marines in that bunker. He's only got a single SCV, so if he can kill off that SCV pretty quickly, then it won't be able to repair the bunker, and he should be able to hammer it down pretty quickly. I don't think this is going to have any permanent damage, but still... very interesting situation here for Effort. He's mounting up several Zerglings. He's going to try and run around and get us around. What is Flash going to do? He's running the SCV around to try and make it escape so he can run back and repair. He is able to repair it. The drone attacks the SCV. And the Zergling also hits that SCV, so it stops repairing, but it repaired it long enough to keep the bunker alive to kill 4 or 5 or 6 Zerglings or something along those lines. So I'm really not sure how truly effective that was for Flash. He's now built another barracks in that gap to close it off so he can float his command center and get that expansion going, but he's only got a few Marines here. He's just going to have to plug up the gap between those 2 racks with Marines, so this is not looking too good for Flash if Effort goes for a significant counterattack here, but he has not gone for too major of a counterattack. He's just got those 5 Zerglings he had left. He's trying to come into this choke point, but no, it's not going to happen. Wow, and the Marines just pummel all the Zerglings except for one to their deaths. He's got a factory going up in the background as well. Very interesting that he's going for that. He's got a second Rax going down and a factory. I mean, the Rax was almost necessary just for the blockade, get his expansion going, but still interesting. He's going for the 2 Racks and then the factory as well. Anyway, but Effort did get that 3rd hatchery up though, and he's already got his lair, so he is really looking good, and he's going to have 3 bases basically. Well, not just basically, he is going to have 3 bases. He's going to have 3 bases going because he planted his 3rd hatchery down at that 3rd base. I forgot the name of this map. And I can't check without scrolling down and leaving the game and possibly misaligning my screen capture. So I'm just going to have to let you guys look at the video description for the name if you want to know the name of the map. But, Zergling's coming in. He might catch these Marines out of position. He does catch the Marines out of position. They're trying to run back to those barracks. Only one gets back to the barracks. He's having to run some SCVs into that gap as well. Wow, but several Zerglings. I don't think Flash expected Effort to have that many Zerglings here, and Effort playing with a lot of pressure, and this is exactly how Effort beat Cal in the semifinals of the OSL by playing a really high pressure game, by putting a lot of pressure on Cal, and here we see him putting a lot of pressure now on Flash as well. Maybe this aggressiveness that Effort has really been putting to good effect lately, it might be the key to defeating Flash, although Flash is just usually very good at keeping an eye on the aggressiveness of his opponent and reacting and playing defensively when he needs to, or playing offensively when he has the opportunity as well. So very interesting there. And we got the Spire going up, but the Den is also up, so it looks like he's just going to rush straight to Lurkers. And this could be pretty bad for Flash. Flash doesn't have a ton of defense right now. He's got the starport with a control tower going and an armory already, so I'm not exactly sure what Flash is up to here. He's probably getting dropship. Well, I don't know if he's going to get a dropship actually. It looks like he scanned and spotted the Den because he's getting some bunkers now to defend against those early Lurkers. Very smart move. But he's got, he might be going for fast vessels. He might have been thinking, I'm going to get fast vessels to battle the science vessels. And oh, that's what he's doing. The armory. It all makes sense now. He's going to try and get some Valkyries, which are not going to do any good against Lurkers. So I hope Flash, he's got to worry about both Mutas and Lurkers, to be completely honest. He doesn't actually know which is which is coming, so it does make sense for him to try and get something out for the anti-air. But and at the very least he'll be able to kill overlords and stuff. That'll be kind of fun with the Valkyries that come out. But I don't know, I honestly fear for Flash. He's going to have a lot of stuff coming at him pretty soon here. And I'm not sure if he's going to have enough to defend with. He's now getting that machine shop down, which is good. He can get some... And oh, he spots the Valkyrie with the Zerglings. He may be able to intercept the Zerglings, the Valkyries with the... Never mind, the Hydralisks turning the Lurkers, but Flash doesn't fly that way, so he doesn't even see the Lurkers morphing there. He's got to know they're coming, but he doesn't see it's coming there. He doesn't see exactly where it's coming from, and he doesn't see how close they are. And now, Queen's Nest going down, and a 4th base, so Flash is really kind of stuck in a corner here, but on this map, you have 1 choke to defend 3 bases, so Flash is good for a long time, basically. Whoa, no! Jeez, Flash loses a dropship. Oh no! And he needs to put some pressure on right now. Comsat going off. Oh, doesn't quite kill that Lurker. Where are the tanks? He's going to have tanks coming out here pretty soon. We saw him build that machine shop earlier. It's going to be a little bit before siege mode, though. And we're almost seeing a ZVP type thing going on here where he's actually able to assault that door with his Lurkers and pick off the door and kind of contain Flash right now. But like I was saying before, Flash has 3... Oh, and he loses the Valkyrie as well! Wow, Flash is really not...